Your other question, which is Triveni Group, Kalamboli Kamoche, I think we're going to get back to you after our research team has dug out some solid data. We just don't want to shoot out an opinion without looking at what the data is saying. Meanwhile, commercial real estate. Well, that market has been going through a very painful period. Demand and prices have both been weak for almost 2 years now. And it's evident developers or PE investors, bankers are all wary of getting into building any new retail or commercial spaces. So what's happening? New mall supply, in fact, has virtually come to a halt within the country, especially in Tier 1 cities. And guess who's feeling the heat? Not that much retail or the fashion brands as much as the film industry, with very few multiplexes available for a film's release. Arjun Chaudhary reports.
Enter a sprawling mall and you would often end up visiting a multiplex showcasing the latest release. Over the last few years, the growth in malls across the country have fueled the rise of multi-screen theatres, which generally operate within a mall's premises.
Multiplexes rake in a major share of a film's total collection, with almost 90% of them operating in malls. A delay in their construction has hampered the business of recent releases.
Of late, a slowdown in the retail sector has cast its shadow on the supply of malls, denting the expansion plans of several multiplexes.
Because of the slowdown in the number of malls and the real estate getting developed, and also because of high expectations of rental from the developer, it's just not viable to operate a mall at about 55-60 rupees per square foot rental. I mean, a multiplex has to operate with the kind of area that we occupy. It has to be well within 35 to 40 rupees a square foot.
A decline in the supply of malls has majorly affected the Tier 1 cities, which form a significant chunk of their total market. Mall supply fell by more than 60% in 2012 as developers delayed their retail projects in a slowing economy. Pune witnessed the sharpest decline in new supply, recording a whopping 87% drop from the previous year, followed by Mumbai and Delhi, which saw a drop of 72% and 70% respectively. As a result, multiplexes have lost out on nearly 150 new screens in the last 1 year. The question which needs to be answered here is, what could have led to this drastic fall? Developers claim constructing malls is no more a viable option, keeping in view long gestation periods.
You are making a large upfront payment for the land to begin with. That's the starting point. And then as you keep on constructing, you're adding more value. Hence, with the current interest cost at 13-14%, it's a very large brunt that the product bears. Hence, to be able to shorten the construction period is very, very important.
Retail analysts though believe the entry of more global brands into the Indian market will ensure healthy returns in the near future.
What I also foresee is three years or 5 years down the line, there's a lot of amalgamation which will happen in the mall business. There will be a lot of international REITs which will come to the country who will buy out malls or buy out mall developers who have number of malls.
Experts also support the view and consider these investments critical for reviving growth.
I have got one mall which is virtually closed down in Santa Cruz. So there are unexploited infrastructure which may see a pickup going forward as more number of player moves in, and that's where the demand will come.
With easing of FDI rules for retail, more brands are eyeing India's consumption story. This should help multiplexes and other businesses dependent on malls expand their reach. In Mumbai, Arjun Chaudhary for NDTV Profit.